Hi, my name is Gensa. I'm 23 years old from Katy, Texas, and hope is here. Faith growing up for me was a little difficult. My father's actually Muslim and my mother's a Christian. So I grew up knowing no God, not knowing who Jesus was or anything that he did for us. When I was growing up, I was not allowed to read the Bible. I was not encouraged to go to church. And I wasn't even encouraged to go to a mosque. I just grew up with nothing. I was never driven to go to church, never driven to know God more, to know Jesus, to know what he did for me. I just thought about myself and the situation I was in, and I just remember thinking, there's no hope for me. I'm stuck in this situation, and I really don't know what to do. But I knew that I would overcome it. I didn't know that God was actually just stringing me along the way. It was really, really, really life-changing for me. I didn't want to look back into my past anymore, and I was very excited for my future with God. If I could go back to that exact moment where I knew that this was the life I wanted to live, I would do it infinite times. And I knew that I was finding my why. I was finding why I was born and what I was made to do. I have a friend named Midge who was one of the only people who understood what I was going through.
Hi, my name is Midge. I'm 22. I was born in Scotland, raised in Holland, and went to Canada, and now I live here in Houston.
He didn't necessarily have the same beliefs or the same faith, but I remember making it a point in my prayers that I would pray for him, and I would pray that one day he would give me a call and that I would take him to church. So my friend Daniel Trujillo, who's actually an amazing worship leader at Hope City, mentioned Hope City on Facebook, blew it up. So I messaged him and I asked him, hey, can you tell me more about what this Hope City is? And his only response was, it's this awesome new church that's opening up, launching January 25th. Just come and see for yourself.
It was actually the day before the launch that I felt the need, I felt compelled to call Gensa. And when I called her, she answered the phone and she was just like, hey, how are you? And before I could say anything, I told Gensa.
He said, I'm ready to go to church with you. And I thought, how crazy is it that I'm going to a new launch of a new church tomorrow, and we would go to this new church together. And I was just so grateful that God had been listening to me.
I actually had set an alarm the night before and it didn't go off. But for some reason, another coincidence, I woke up on time.
Midge shows up to my house, all dressed up, and we rode over there, and everybody just, hey, what's up? Welcome to Hope City, giving you high fives. I've never felt a welcoming like that in a church. And I just kind of saw Midge opening his heart a little bit.
During service, Pastor Jeremy started talking about the lost and the broken, and it made me think of the hardships that I've had in my life. I've personally had to deal with the choice of abortion and trying to cut myself, and it was really hard, and I got lost. And then Pastor Jeremy started talking about that we're all broken and that through Jesus we can find our purpose, and that no matter what happened in the past, Jesus forgives us, that he shows us mercy. During service, I felt a weight lifted off my shoulders.
That moment where Pastor Jeremy asked everyone, if you're willing to accept Christ as your Lord and Savior today, raise your hand. I was not expecting Midge to raise his hand, but he raised it really high up, and he was like, you know what, I'm here. I feel at home. I know hope is here, and this is why I'm here. And I can't even tell you the feelings that I had in that moment, but after the service, we sat down and he had that book in his hand, and just shaking. And I looked over at him and I was like, how do you feel? And he said, completely wrecked.
We were given homework at the end of service. We were asked to pray each morning to Jesus, to ask him to help us fulfill our purpose for that day. The entire week I did so. That week I got an interview for a new job, I got the job, and I got a new apartment.
And now I'm seeing him on this walk and it's amazing. And I can't force people to believe what I believe, but I can give them hope.
I found hope. I found hope in Jesus, in the community that Hope City provides.
Love God
Love people,
and change the world.